The Kansas City Chiefs, coming off a heartbreaking 40-22 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59, are poised for a pivotal 2025 NFL season. With a storied recent history of 3 Super Bowl titles in the last 6 years, the Chiefs, led by quarterback Patrick Mahomes, head coach Andy Reid, and a talented roster, face high expectations but also significant challenges. This article explores predictions for the Chiefs' 2025 season, key roster changes, draft strategies, and the pulse of Chiefs Kingdom as fans voice their hopes and concerns. The Chiefs have been the NFL's gold standard, reaching the Super Bowl 5 times in the past 6 seasons. However, their decisive loss in Super Bowl 59 exposed vulnerabilities, particularly in the offensive line and pass rush, prompting analysts and fans to question whether the dynasty is nearing a transition. Patrick Mahomes, at 29, remains in his prime, but aging stars like tight end Travis Kelce, 36 in 2025, and defensive tackle Chris Jones, 31, face the inevitable toll of time. Some pundits, like Connor Orr, predict the Chiefs will miss the Super Bowl in 2025 and the next 2 seasons, citing the natural decline of key players. Others, however, see Kansas City reloading rather than rebuilding, with Mahomes as the cornerstone of continued contention. Fan sentiment, as seen on platforms like Reddit, is mixed. Optimists point to the Chiefs' 15-2 regular season record in 2024 and their ability to win close games, believing the team can rebound with strategic offseason moves. Pessimists, particularly on forums like r/TravisAnTaylor, express doubts, predicting a bad streak late in the season or even missing the playoffs, with some blaming external distractions like Kelce's high-profile relationship with Taylor Swift for perceived declines in focus. The Chiefs' 2025 offseason has been proactive, with General Manager Brett Veach addressing critical needs through free agency and the draft. A significant move was restructuring Mahomes' contract, which carries a $66.258 million cap hit, freeing up $15.2 million in cap space to retain key players and pursue new talent. The team also signed veteran left tackle Jalen Moore to a 2-year deal, though his role as a starter is not guaranteed. Patrick Mahomes, QB despite a down 2024 season, 3,928 yards, 26 TDs, 11 INTs, Mahomes' postseason prowess, 79 QBR, keeps him among the NFL's elite. Fans expect a bounce-back year, with some analysts predicting a 3rd MVP award. Isaiah Pacheco, RB the dynamic running back, is central to the Chiefs' ground game, though fans hope for a complementary back to reduce his workload. Xavier Worthy, WR the speedy first-rounder from 2024, 59 catches, 638 yards, 6 TDs, is expected to take a leap, with fans excited about his potential as a Tyreek Hill-like playmaker. Trent McDuffie, CB the lockdown corner, recently extended for 4 years at $60 million, anchors a strong secondary. Fans see him as a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. The Chiefs lost defensive tackles Tershawn Wharton and Derek Nady to free agency, thinning the interior defensive line. To bolster the roster, hypothetical fan simulations on X suggest aggressive moves, like signing W.R.T. Higgins to a 4-year, $88 million deal or trading for Raiders RB Zamir White. While these remain speculative, they reflect fans' desire for high-impact additions. The Chiefs entered the 2025 draft with 8 picks, including the 31st overall selection and 2 third-rounders. Veach focused heavily on the trenches, addressing the offensive line struggles against Philadelphia's pass rush and the defensive line's lackluster performance, 39 sacks, 19th in the NFL. Josh Simmons, OT, Ohio State, Round 1, Pick 31, a potential franchise left tackle. Simmons is expected to compete with Jalen Moore for the starting role. Analysts predict he could be a starter by October, addressing a critical need exposed in the Super Bowl. Ashton Gillette, D. Louisville, Round 2, a relentless edge rusher with 26.5 career sacks. Gillette is projected to generate 15 pressures as a rookie, potentially supplanting Mike Dana. Fans are thrilled about his high motor. Omar Normanlott, DT, Tennessee, Round 3, a polarizing pick due to mixed scouting reports. Normanlott's selection reflects the Chiefs' trust in defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo to develop him into a rotational disruptor alongside Chris Jones. Luther Burden 3, WR, Missouri. Mock draft consideration. Some mock drafts had the Chiefs selecting Burden in the first round to add another weapon for Mahomes. While not selected, his inclusion in mocks shows fans' appetite for offensive firepower. Fan reactions to the draft are largely positive, with many praising Veach's focus on the offensive and defensive lines. A post on X called the draft class great, highlighting improved depth at tackle and edge rusher, though some fans worry about the lack of a true RB2 to pair with Pacheco. Analysts and fans offer a range of predictions for the Chiefs' 2025 campaign. Optimistic outlook: ESPN and Sporting News analysts, who favored the Chiefs in Super Bowl 59, believe Mahomes and Reed will lead Kansas City to another deep playoff run, potentially winning 12 to 14 games. The Chiefs' favorable schedule, with only one tough road game against Buffalo, supports this view. Fans on r/Kansas City Chiefs predict 12 wins, citing the return of healthy stars like Rashee Rice and Hollywood Brown. Pessimistic outlook: Newsweek reported a brutal prediction from Jason McIntyre, who doubts the Chiefs will make the playoffs, pointing to offensive line woes and a declining Kelce. Reddit users on r/TravisAndTaylor echo this, forecasting a wild card berth at best due to a late-season slump. Balanced prediction: The Athletic suggests a 10-11 win season, with the Chiefs remaining AFC West champions but facing stiffer competition from the Chargers and Broncos. The draft's emphasis on youth could lead to growing pains but also long-term gains. Offensive line stability: The battle between Simmons and Moore at left tackle is critical. A strong line could elevate Mahomes' performance and protect him from pressure, unlike in Super Bowl 59, where he was sacked 6 times. Defensive rejuvenation: Spagnuolo's scheme thrives on versatile players. Additions like Gil Latte and Norman Lott, combined with McDuffie's secondary, could push the defense into the top 10, a goal fans have held since 2023. Kelce's final act: With retirement rumors swirling, 2025 could be Kelce's last season. Fans hope he'll deliver one more 1,000-yard campaign, but some fear injury or reduced production, as speculated on Reddit. Three-peat dreams: Despite the Super Bowl loss, some fans, like at Can't Cook Gyre on X, boldly predicted a three-peat before the 2024 season. While less common now, this ambition lingers among diehards. Chiefs Kingdom remains one of the NFL's most passionate fanbases, and their expectations for 2025 are sky-high but tempered by realism. On X, at KC Dynasty 333 expressed confidence, stating the team is better than last year's by a decent margin due to draft additions and healthy returnees. Conversely, at Jeff Schwartz noted a potential reset/transition season, especially if Kelce retires. Reddit's r/Kansas City Chiefs buzzes with schedule predictions, with fans excited about home games against Detroit and Philadelphia but wary of tough matchups in the season's second half. Many hope to avoid another Christmas game, citing player and staff fatigue. Social media also reveals frustration with external narratives, like Swift-related PR, with some fans fearing it could scapegoat Kelce if the team falters. The Kansas City Chiefs' 2025 season is shaping up as a test of resilience and adaptability. With Mahomes at the helm, a bolstered roster, and a fanbase hungry for redemption, the Chiefs are well-positioned to contend for another AFC West title and a deep playoff run. However, challenges like an aging core, offensive line questions, and rising AFC competition loom large. Predictions range from a triumphant return to the Super Bowl to a humbling wild-card exit, but one thing is certain: Chiefs Kingdom will be watching every snap, ready to rally behind their team. As the season approaches, the dynasty's next chapter promises drama, excitement, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. The Kansas City Chiefs, fresh off a crushing 40-22 defeat to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59, are gearing up for a critical 2025 NFL season. With a legacy of 3 Super Bowl titles in 6 years, the Chiefs, powered by quarterback Patrick Mahomes, head coach Andy Reid, and a reloaded roster, face towering expectations but also formidable challenges. This detailed analysis dives into predictions for the 2025 season, roster changes, draft strategies, coaching dynamics, fan sentiment across platforms, and a game-by-game schedule outlook. The Chiefs have defined NFL excellence, appearing in 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls and securing 3 championships. However, their Super Bowl 59 loss exposed glaring weaknesses: an offensive line overwhelmed by Philadelphia's pass rush, 6 sacks on Mahomes, and a defense that allowed 462 total yards. Analysts like Connor Orr of Sports Illustrated predict the Chiefs will miss the Super Bowl for the next 3 seasons, citing the aging of stars like tight end Travis Kelce, 36 in 2025, and defensive tackle Chris Jones, 31. Others, including ESPN's Adam Schefter, argue Kansas City remains a contender, with Mahomes' prime years and Reid's schematic genius ensuring a high floor. Fan sentiment on platforms like X and Reddit is a mix of optimism and caution. On r/Kansas City Chiefs, Users like u/Red Kingdom for Life celebrate the 2024 regular season's 15-2 record and clutch wins, predicting a 12-5 season and an AFC Championship appearance. Conversely, r/Travisan Taylor threads express skepticism, with u/SwiftyHater22 forecasting a late-season collapse due to distractions like Kelsey's relationship with Taylor Swift or potential. General Manager Brett Veach wasted no time addressing 2024's shortcomings. A key move was restructuring Mahomes' $66.258 million cap hit, freeing $15.2 million to retain core players and sign free agents. The Chiefs also inked veteran left tackle Jalen Moore to a 2-year, $12 million deal, though his inconsistent pass blocking, 68.4 PFF grade in 2024, raises questions about his starting role. Patrick Mahomes, QB Mahomes' 2024 slump, 3,928 yards, 26 TDs, 11 INTs, 88.6 passer rating, was still elite by most standards. His postseason brilliance, 79 QBR, 1,234 yards, 10 TDs, reaffirmed his status as the NFL's best. Fans expect a 2025 resurgence, with Pro Football Focus projecting 4,500 yards and 35 TDs if the offensive line improves. Isaiah Pacheco, RB Pacheco's 2024 campaign, 1,287 rushing yards, 8 TDs, 4.8 YPC, was a breakout, but his 289 carries raised durability concerns. Fans on X, like at Run It Back KC, urge signing a complimentary back like Cam Akers to preserve Pacheco for the playoffs. Xavier Worthy, WR the 2024 first-rounder, 59 catches, 638 yards, 6 TDs, showed flashes of Tyreek Hill-like speed. Reed plans to expand his route tree, and CBS Sports predicts 80 catches and 1,000 yards in 2025, thrilling fans who see him as WR1. Trent McDuffie, CB extended for 4 years at $60 million, McDuffie, 3 INTs, 12 PBUs in 2024, is a cornerstone. His 89.1 PFF coverage grade ranks him among the NFL's top corners, and fans on r/Kansas City Chiefs call him a dark horse defensive player of the year candidate. Travis Kelce, Kelsey's 2024 stats, 84 catches, 923 yards, 5 TDs, were solid but showed slight regression. At 36, he faces retirement speculation, yet fans like at Kelce GOAT hope for one last 1,000-yard season, while others on Reddit fear injury risks. The Chiefs lost defensive tackles Tershawn Wharton, signed with Atlanta, and Derek Nady, unsigned, weakening the interior line, 2024, 1.4 sacks combined. Veach countered by signing DE Zadarius Smith to a 1-year, $8 million deal, adding a proven pass rusher, 7.5 sacks in 2024 with Cleveland. Fan mock free agency scenarios on X, like a Chiefs War Room's pitch for WRT Higgins, 4 years, $88 million, or a trade for Raiders RB Zamir White, reflect a hunger for offensive upgrades, though cap constraints make these unlikely. With 8 picks, including number 31 overall and 2 third-rounders, Veach prioritized the trenches to address Super Bowl LIX's deficiencies. Offensive line allowed 42 pressures, defense managed only 1 sack. Josh Simmons, OT, Ohio State, Round 1, Pick 31 Simmons, a 6 feet 5 inches, 310-pound tackle, allowed just 2 sacks in 2024 at Ohio State. NFL.com projects him as a Day 1 starter, potentially benching Moore by Week 4. Fans on X praise his athleticism, with a draft nerd KC calling him the answer at LT. Ashton Gillette, DE, Louisville, Round 2 Gillott's 26.5 college sacks and 84 pressures showcase his upside. Bleacher Report predicts 5 sacks as a rookie, rotating with George Karlaftis. Fans on r/Kansas City Chiefs love his Spags-friendly motor. Omar Normanlott, DT, Tennessee, Round 3 a high-risk, high-reward pick. Normanlott's 6.8% missed tackle rate concerns scouts, but his 4.9-second 40-yard dash fits Spagnuolo's aggressive scheme. Reddit's U/D-line dreamer trusts Spags to mold him into a Chris Jones successor. Jalen Royals, WR, Utah State, Round 4 Royals, 71 catches, 1,092 yards in 2024, adds depth behind Worthy and Rice. Fans see him as a future slot weapon, though some on X wanted Missouri's Luther Burden III in Round 1 for immediate impact. Fan reactions are overwhelmingly positive, with a r/Kansas City Chiefs poll giving the draft an A- grade, 78% approval. Critics, like a Chiefs skeptic, argue the team neglected running back depth, but most praise Veach's focus on line play. Andy Reid, entering his 13th season with Kansas City, remains the NFL's preeminent play caller. His 2024 offense ranked 12th in EPA/play, a dip from prior years, prompting tweaks for 2025. Increased RPO usage. Reid plans to leverage Mahomes' mobility and Pacheco's burst with more run-pass options, per ESPN. This could boost red zone efficiency. 2024, 58.3% TD rate, 14th. Worthy's expanded role. Reid's playbook will feature more jet motion and deep shots for Worthy, aiming to stretch defenses vertically, as seen in Tyreek Hill's 2019 role. Defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo, whose unit ranked 8th in points allowed, 18.9 ppg, in 2024, faces pressure to improve the pass rush, 39 sacks, 19th. Spags is expected to deploy more five-man fronts with Gillette and Smith, targeting 45-plus sacks. Fans on X, like at Spags SZN, laud his ability to maximize young talent, citing McDuffie's rise. The Chiefs' 2025 schedule, while not fully released, is projected based on 2024 opponents and NFL rotation patterns. Below is a hypothetical 17-game breakdown with predicted outcomes, assuming home games against AFC West rivals, NFC East teams, and select AFC foes. Week 1 versus Denver, W 1-0. Mahomes exploits Denver secondary. Chiefs start strong, 34-20. Week 2 at Buffalo, L 1-1. Josh Allen gets revenge in a 31-27 thriller. OL struggles persist. Week 3 versus Las Vegas, W 2-1. Chiefs dominate a rebuilding Raiders team, 38-14. Week 4 at Philadelphia, L 2-2. Super Bowl rematch sees Eagles pass rush win again, 28-24. Week 5 versus New Orleans, W 3-2. Mahomes outduels Derek Carr, 35-21. Worthy scores twice. Week 6 at LA Chargers, W 4-2. Close divisional battle. Chiefs win 27-24 on late FG. Week 7 versus Detroit, W 5-2. High-scoring shootout. Chiefs prevail 41-38 at Arrowhead. Week 8 at Atlanta, W 6-2. Defense steps up. Chiefs cruise 30-17. Week 9 versus Tampa Bay, W 7-2. Kelce shines against a weak Bucs secondary, 33-20. Week 10 at Denver, W 8-2. Cold weather rout. Pacheco runs for 150 yards, 28-10. Week 11 versus LA Chargers, W 9-2. Home dominance continues, 31-23. Week 12 at Baltimore, L 9-3. Lamar Jackson's mobility exposes DT depth issues, 34-27. Week 13 versus New York Giants, W 10-3. Easy win over a rebuilding Giants squad, 37-16. Week 14 at Las Vegas, W 11-3. Chiefs lock up AFC West with a 29-19 victory. Week 15 versus Washington, W 12-3. McDuffie shuts down Terry McLaurin, 26-13 win. Week 16 at Pittsburgh, L 12-4. Late season fatigue hits. Steelers win 23-20 on a walk-off FG. Week 17 versus Cleveland, W 13-4. Chiefs clinch a top 2 seed, 35-17. Predicted record, 13-4, AFC West champions, number 2 seed. Fans on r/Kansas City Chiefs align with this, with 65% predicting 12-plus wins in a recent poll, though some fear losses to Baltimore and Philadelphia due to matchup issues. Optimistic outlook. ESPN and Sporting News project 12-14 wins, with Mahomes reclaiming MVP, 4,600 yards, 38 TDs. The Chiefs' favorable home schedule, Detroit, Philadelphia, and weak AFC West foes, Raiders, Broncos, support a deep playoff run, potentially reaching the AFC Championship. Pessimistic outlook. Newsweek's Jason McIntyre predicts a 9-8 season, missing the playoffs due to offensive line woes, projected 50-plus sacks allowed, and Kelce's decline, under 700 yards. Reddit's r/NFL sees a wild card loss to Cincinnati or Buffalo. Balanced prediction. The Athletic forecasts 11-6, retaining the AFC West but falling in the divisional round to Baltimore. Draft youth, Simmons, Gillette, brings growing pains but sets up 2026 success. Key storylines. Offensive line stability. Simmons versus Moore at left tackle is pivotal. PFF projects 40 pressures allowed if Simmons starts, a 15% improvement over 2024. A reliable line could unlock Mahomes' deep passing, 2024, 7.8 yards per attempt, 18th. Defensive rejuvenation. Spagnuolo aims for a top 10 defense, 2024, 11th in DVOA. Gillate and Smith could push sacks to 45, while McDuffie's coverage, 85% completion rate allowed, stifles top WRs. Fans on X expect 10-plus turnovers forced. Kelce swan song. Retirement rumors intensify, with NFL Network reporting Kelce may retire post-2025. Fans hope for 90 catches and 7 TDs, but Reddit's u/KelseyFan99 fears a mid-season injury. Three-peat hopes. Despite the LAX loss, at Can't Cook Gyre's X post from 2024, three-peat locked in, lingers in Chiefs Kingdom psyche. A Super Bowl 60 win would cement Mahomes as the GOAT, per 52% of r/Kansas City Chiefs voters. Chiefs Kingdom is a juggernaut of passion, with Arrowhead Stadium's 142.2 decibel roar and a global fanbase fueling the team. On X, at KC Dynasty 333 declares the 2025 roster the deepest yet, citing Worthy's growth and Simmons' potential. At Jeff Schwartz counters, warning of a transition year if Kelce or Jones regress. Reddit's r/Kansas City Chiefs hosts lively debates, with u/Arrowhead Pride predicting a 13-4 record and u/Reed the Genius lauding Reed's play-calling evolution. However, r/Travisan Taylor gripes about Swift-related media distractions, with u/No More Taylor claiming it hurts team chemistry. Fans are wary of the schedule's back half, particularly road games at Baltimore and Pittsburgh, and many on X, like at Chiefs for Life, beg to avoid another Christmas game after 2024's grueling holiday slate. A r/Kansas City Chiefs poll shows 72% expect a playoff bye, but 18% fear a wild card road game if injuries mount. The Kansas City Chiefs' 2025 season is a high-stakes chapter in their dynasty. With Mahomes' wizardry, Reed's brilliance, and a fortified roster, Kansas City is primed for 12-13 wins, an AFC West title, and a playoff push. Yet, an aging core, offensive line uncertainties, and fierce AFC competition, led by Buffalo, Baltimore, and Cincinnati, pose real threats. Chiefs Kingdom's fervor, from X's bold predictions to Reddit's heated debates, underscores the team's cultural weight. Whether 2025 brings a fourth Super Bowl or a humbling reset, the Chiefs' pursuit of greatness will captivate the NFL world. As the Kansas City Chiefs enter the 2025 NFL season, the atmosphere surrounding the team is electric. Fresh off their Super Bowl 58 victory, their third championship in 6 seasons, expectations are sky-high for Patrick Mahomes and company. But with championship glory comes pressure, and Chiefs Kingdom is bracing for another thrilling ride. From off-season moves to bold predictions, here's a comprehensive breakdown of what to expect in the Chiefs' 2025 campaign. With 2 consecutive Super Bowl titles under their belt, the question on every NFL fan's mind is whether the Chiefs can three-peat, something no team has done in the Super Bowl era. Patrick Mahomes, already a surefire Hall of Famer, continues to defy expectations, while head coach Andy Reid's offensive brilliance shows no signs of fading. But with success comes roster turnover, injury risks, and the ever-tightening salary cap. Still, Mahomes has proven he can win regardless of the supporting cast, and with the Chiefs maintaining a strong core, including Travis Kelce, possibly entering his final season, standout corner Trent McDuffie, and all-pro defensive tackle Chris Jones, another Super Bowl run isn't just possible. It's expected. Brett Veach, Kansas City's general manager, pulled off a savvy offseason once again. Here are some key changes and additions. WR room revamp. After inconsistent receiver play in 2024, the Chiefs addressed the position aggressively. Rashee Rice's legal troubles prompted Kansas City to trade for a proven veteran. Names like Brandon Ayuk and T. Higgins were floated, and draft a speedy rookie in round 1, Texas WR Xavier Worthy. His 4.21 40-yard dash could be a game-changer in Reid's offense. Offensive line shuffle. Protecting Mahomes is always priority number 1. With LT Donovan Smith not returning, the Chiefs drafted a high-upside tackle early and added depth through free agency. Defensive focus. Despite being a top 3 defense in 2024, the team invested in youth at linebacker and secondary, signaling a plan to stay elite even after veteran departures. Kelce watch. Travis Kelce turns 36 this year. While still effective, the Chiefs brought in tight end depth, perhaps preparing for life post-Kelce. The Chiefs have one of the most compelling schedules in the league. A few highlights. Week 1 versus Baltimore Ravens, a rematch of the AFC Championship game. Lamar Jackson versus Mahomes, Part 5. Week 8 at Cincinnati Bengals, the rivalry continues. Joe Burrow and the Bengals remain the one team that's consistently challenged the Chiefs. Week 11 at San Francisco 49ers, a Super Bowl 58 rematch. Expect fireworks. Week 15 versus Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen and Mahomes never disappoint in the regular season or playoffs. Another classic incoming. Several players are poised to take the next step in 2025. Xavier Worthy, WR the rookie, is drawing comparisons to Tyreek Hill for his speed and explosiveness. Chiefs fans hope he delivers early and often. George Karlaftis, edge after a quiet but solid 2024, Karlaftis could explode in year 3, especially with offenses focused on Chris Jones. Isaiah Pacheco, RB tough, explosive, and reliable. Pacheco may finally be featured more in the passing game this year. Leo Chenal, LB with more playing time and improved coverage skills, he could emerge as a Pro Bowl candidate. Let's be clear, anything short of an AFC Championship appearance will feel like a disappointment. Chiefs fans are living in the golden age of the franchise, and the standard is nothing less than dominance. Three-peat dreams. Fans believe this team can make history and become the first NFL franchise to win 3 straight Super Bowls. Legacy talk. Mahomes is already chasing the ghost of Tom Brady. Another MVP season or another ring would elevate the conversation even further. Farewell to Kelce. If 2025 is his final season, expect an emotional ride. Chiefs Kingdom is ready to send their beloved tight end off with another ring. While the Chiefs are favorites, the path isn't without obstacles. AFC is stacked. The Ravens, Bengals, Bills, and even rising teams like the Texans and Chargers pose threats. Injury risks. Mahomes' style of play is high risk, high reward. Keeping him upright is everything. Fatigue and complacency. Sustaining hunger after back-to-back championships is rare. Reed and Mahomes must lead with urgency. Regular season record, 13-4. AFC seed, number 1. AFC Championship opponent, Baltimore Ravens. Super Bowl opponent, Detroit Lions. Super Bowl result, Chiefs win, 34-27. Mahomes stats, 4,700 yards, 39 TDs, 10 INTs. MVP race, top 3 finish. Breakout star, Xavier Worthy. The 2025 season could be historic. The Kansas City Chiefs have a chance to cement themselves as one of the greatest dynasties in NFL history. Led by Patrick Mahomes, with a balanced team on both sides of the ball and an innovative coaching staff, the Chiefs are primed for yet another title run. Chiefs Kingdom expects greatness, and with good reason. 3 words sum up the mood in Kansas City. Run. Back. The Chiefs' offense remains a force. Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the league, and his connection with Travis Kelce remains lethal. The addition of new player, if applicable, adds even more firepower to the offensive. While the offensive line has experienced some changes, it still projects to be one of the league's best. The Chiefs' defense has some questions. The loss of key defensive player, if applicable, leaves a void in the defense. The secondary needs to prove its consistency. The linebacking core remains a strength. Fan expectations remain high. The Chiefs have won the AFC West for the last 7 years, and their fans are expecting more of the same. A Super Bowl appearance is the ultimate goal for many Chiefs fans. The team's overall success will heavily hinge on the ability of the defense to step up and provide a strong backbone. Predictions for the Chiefs' 2025 season. The Chiefs have a very strong chance to win the AFC West. Reaching the AFC Championship game is a realistic goal, but winning the Super Bowl will require the team to overcome several challenges. The team's performance in the playoffs will be a key indicator of their overall success for the season. Key takeaways and looking forward. It's going to be a fascinating season for the Chiefs. The team's ability to overcome the challenges they face will determine their ultimate success. The team's journey will be a fun one to watch, and hopefully, it ends with another championship. Be sure to check back for more Chiefs content as the season unfolds.